we're back again with another video, and I figured I would show my face on this one because I'm doing the IG Reels, the YouTube Shorts, TikToks, the whole jazz, and we're just going to transition this into YouTube. We'll be doing the same on the streams as well, but this is going to be an all-in-one as to me doing a complete weekly prep as to how I prepare myself to execute and get into a trade. It's going to be a top-down view of AUD CAD and NZD CAD for our weekly preparation. Alright, so you guys already know what I do in the beginning of every video. I always start off with my naked charts, and I have the monthly on AUD CAD on the left and NZD CAD on the right. Now, before I drop my annotations, just analyze this chart, study this area of price action before I drop my annotations next and see if it matches up well properly. So here are my annotations on both AUD CAD and NZD CAD. And as you can see, we have SMT divergence on the monthly chart at the low run here, and we have NZD CAD on the right creating a higher low here. And we have price being supported by this monthly high probability bullish order block, the one that took out this low, ran liquidity, and then broke structure, and then also running this external range high, and then started retracing. So this is our dealing range from this impulse low to this impulse high, and price retraced into this monthly internal range liquidity pool, and now we're creating a small dealing range within this bigger dealing range in itself. We have price creating a push up higher and now creating another internal range liquidity pool as well here that I'm anticipating a monthly internal to external range move being the draw on liquidity. And the same thing for AUD CAD. We have price taking out this low and us supporting by this monthly high probability bullish order block, with as well as a monthly internal range liquidity pool that we could do a monthly internal to external range move. So since I'm starting off on the monthly and I have a monthly key level with that internal range liquidity pool, I am now going to drop down to the daily and frame a market maker buy model to reference price to draw higher to that external range liquidity pools. Now, going to our daily chart, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to annotate what you see on price given this area of price action on AUD CAD and NZD CAD before I annotate my charts and show you on the next slide. And by the way, this is Monday's price action listed here, the 18th, and we have not gotten into the 19th, which was Tuesday. So I'm hoping that you got the annotations remotely close to what I have here. And as you could see, this is what we have as interest on AUD CAD compared to NZD CAD. We have price running these external range lows, so NZD is showing weakness compared to AUD, which is creating the higher low here. But I want you to focus on this little area of price. We pushed up, this is our impulse swing low to the high that ran this external range high and this external range high as well. So what do we expect after price runs external range liquidity? We expect it to retrace into internal range liquidity. And primarily we want it to retrace into a discounted PD array. So given our economic calendar this week, Tuesday at 8:30 a.m., we had CAD CPI data release. So my depiction and view was prior to the data release, I wanted to see Tuesday trade down into this daily internal range liquidity pool in discount, while NZD CAD was running this external range low, potentially reaching into this daily bullish order block. So we could get maybe a Tuesday low of the week for us to continue and move from this internal range liquidity to this external range high here. That was my game plan and what I thought price was going to do going into CPI data release on that Tuesday. Now, moving into post data release on the 19th of March, you could see here what we did from Tuesday's daily candle close. We had a wick that did some damage, but the only thing that mattered to me here was that we did not close below this bullish fair value gap. So this daily internal range liquidity pool is valid to support for higher prices. And again, SMT divergence is just an indication of the market accumulating its position, just like it's doing here. We're continuing to make that lower low, but we're having AUD CAD, its correlated asset, holding, making that higher low. So I'm anticipating this key level to hold in price for us to then go from the internal to external range move. So now just focusing on AUD CAD and what I want to see happen in this higher time frame key level. Because we went from our monthly key level, that internal range liquidity pool, to our daily to watch the reaction off of that key level. And now we're looking at the daily internal range liquidity pool in this impulsed swing to see if we could form a swing low inside of this key level. And if you watched my previous videos, you could see what I look for exactly into entries. We have short-term lows here and here as well. So if we have short-term lows that have been violated, what are we potentially anticipating to happen? We're potentially anticipating for an intermediate term low to form if we're going to use this impulse low as our long-term low. And given the fact that CPI data release is usually a unidirectional move and it's not a Judas swing, this setting the low of the week for Tuesday and then looking at our economic calendar to frame our anticipated injection of volatility for a continuation higher, we have AUD news at 8:30 p.m. on Wednesday. And our Thursday daily candle forms past 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if we have Wednesday's candle expand higher or hold at least this internal range liquidity pool without taking out this low, Thursday's daily candle will confirm the swing low, and then we could have a next day model. And if we are bullish on AUD CAD or AUD news in general, then employment change and unemployment rate should give us that speed that we need to confirm higher prices on AUD CAD. So understanding and utilizing the concepts that I've taught in my previous videos with advanced market structure and trying to align structure with the drawn liquidity, I'm doing that here. I'm seeing short-term lows get violated consistently, and finally CPI gives us that dirty wick lower but holding the S&T and the key level that we are potentially forming a Tuesday low of weekly profile. So given our anticipation for a swing low to form and our Wednesday high impact news, that could be our volatility injection that we need for us to deliver higher, because we could now frame from this daily key level an hourly market maker buy model to this daily external range liquidity pool high. So now continuing my plan as to what I'm looking for exactly in price, I'm looking at the 1 hour inside of that daily internal range liquidity pool. But I'm not executing on this because I want to wait for more confirmation. I want to see that daily internal range liquidity pool hold and a swing low to be confirmed as well. So Thursday would be my ideal day to look and hunt for an execution on this, just so that I could be sure and certain that we are now in a buy program targeting this failure swing high. Because again, if you correspond and correlate this to NZD-CAD, there is no SMT. So this is just a failure swing. We're engineering more liquidity. So given what we know already about advanced market structure, we have a short-term low here. We have a run on that short-term low, creating a potential long-term low. And now, given our close from Tuesday's daily candle, this is where we're at. And now we have a short-term low here. I would like to see an intermediate term low be formed by running that short-term low, creating a run on buy stops, price pushing higher aggressively, creating a short-term low to the right, and having that confirmation of the intermediate term low, and then our delivery and push higher. So that is my complete game plan as to what I'm looking for in the correlation between AUD-CAD and NZD-CAD. I wanted you guys to see this without any hindsight. I want you to see this before price actually plays out, my game plan, the steps and the precautions that I take to make sure that I'm on the right side of the market, even if this doesn't go our proper way. And guess what? If it fails, it fails, but just know All we did here was follow our proper steps of our entry model checklist. We did all of our proper precautions, and we just did everything that we could to build up as many confluences to get to that objective point, that external range liquidity pool. But if it does work out, great. Either way, it will still be a win in my book because all I did was follow my rules into getting an entry to the objective point that I'm seeking. Now, regardless if this plays out or if it doesn't, I will be posting an updated Instagram reel giving the commentary of how price is playing out. And I will also be doing a trade breakdown or an overview or breakdown recap of price through an IG live, a YouTube live, or just a tweet of the breakdown of price. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of type of video. I hope it was able to provide you valuable knowledge and clarity just to understand what I do step by step. This is the all-in-one of just how I seek my entries and how I observe price week by week and every single pair that I hunt down top down. But I appreciate you all. Thank you again for 19,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'll definitely be trying to ramp up content production. IG Reels will be frequent every day, potentially twice a day. But again, thank you. If you have any questions at all, drop it in the comments, or if you have any feedback, let me know. But anyways, I will catch you guys all in the next upload.